Top 10 heroes for the month of August. Woo! What do we got back here? We got an old school mobile gamer intro. We're bringing it back for one video only. All right, oh wait. We're gonna get two. We're getting our second intro. You guys remember this one? I actually been getting requests for this one. All right, top 10 heroes for the month of... But seriously, that's why I don't put intros in my videos. It's just too much. All right, just want to thank everyone for liking last month's videos. This is always my most liked series of the entire month. We're going to do top 10 heroes for the month of August. And they are in no particular order, but I am really happy with the arena and the diversity and the things that are going on in the game. And I just want to say that this list is kind of an advanced list. If you're early stage of the game, I still highly recommend going Phoenix, going hard on Phoenix. It's going to allow you to unlock so many vital characters on this list. And then there's a pretty smooth transition from Phoenix into Emperor Palpatine and maybe even an Empire team. But we got to talk about Nilus, and Nilus is probably my number 2 pick for the list. If we're going to say who's the best. And the reason why is that he is the one that when I'm playing against, I have to focus and lock down on the most. For 2 reasons. Drain Force is just ridiculously good. It's not a negative status effect. If I can get my Nilus to go first and do this against a team like with Trai, that is so good. Nilus is so good, and he's just amazing. Even with Ezra can fuel Nilus's speed and make him a lot better, and it goes without saying, right here, Annihilate, one-shot insta-kill. Boy, this destroys Nest, so many teams. It's just one of the best character kits in the game by far, probably the most overpowered character in the game, and he can dispel positive status effects with his basic, which goes right into Trai. And we're going to talk about Scion, of course, but Trai is kind of like the ultimate carrot right now. End-game content, you know, doing the raids, all for the purpose of getting Trai, and her unique ability is just absolutely ridiculously good. No negative status effects stick to Sith. Trai dispels them every turn. Her isolation mechanic is confusing, and it's very good. You have to read this paragraph very carefully so you can understand it, but I want to tell you, you know, pairing up Trai with Fracture from Thrawn is almost like having 2 fractures. Putting Isolate on a character like General Kenobi or Sith Trooper or any kind of tank, or pretty much any character rather, makes them completely useless, and this does so much damage. And the synergy between the 3 is just ridiculous. Palpatine is probably the best leader in the game. I made a couple videos talking about which leadership is better, Palpatine or Trai, but the turn meter gain from Palpatine makes Palpatine, for most people, the best leader in the game, even if you're using him with all Empire. But Trai Elite is also very good, but you have a choice between Palpatine and Trai. And Palpatine's relatively easy to unlock early in the game, so I think almost everybody has Palpatine. Goes without saying, being able to stun the entire other team and do all kinds of crazy shenanigans with Shock, great mechanic, Crackling Doom, Hellsteel, and then just the leadership with all the potency, all the turn meter gain, all the health gain is just really good. Taking this to my favorite character, hands down. If I had G12 Plus parts, they would go on Thrawn. Not a lot of debate on this. He's the most useful, most practical, most powerful, most diverse character in the entire game, and he is my favorite character without a doubt. His leadership on defense is terrible, and that's really the only downside to Thrawn. On offense, he's great. As support, he's great. Fracture is just amazing. This right here, I just want to talk about this. This gives them speed up, and if they, once the speed up converts to ability block, but ability block will stun. I was talking to someone the other day that didn't know that. But if someone on the other team has ability block, you can do basic on Thrawn, it'll stun them That's really good. Swap turn meter and give protection. I love Thrawn, and he's pretty fast. And the only character that is, you know, very important right now, probably number 3 as far as importance on the list, is Nest. Is faster, can actually really mess up Thrawn. Let's go to the next one. Grandmaster Yoda. Now, we're going to talk about 3 characters that are Jedi. Bastila, Grandmaster Yoda, and Ezra, because they all work well together and they all make the list. But Grandmaster Yoda just got so much better. He's so fast. Turn meter removal. And mostly, he's like Oprah. He gives out tons of buffs and makes him so good. He's actually a pretty good leader also. This rework basically has made all legendary type characters or Hero's Journey or Darth Vader, any characters that are special, hard to get, like Raid Han or Raid characters. Pretty much he was the last one, other than General Grievous, to get a rework and to become important. Right now, the only special character, if you will, whether you call it legendary, raid character, or Hero's Journey character, or just hard to get in spots that is not amazing, and we're including even Hermit Yoda and Wampa, is General Grievous. A rework for General Grievous has to be imminent with Clone Wars content. But Grandmaster Yoda is definitely relevant and viable right now, and I throw Talzin on this list because she is just so good in so many different places in the game, and I just really like the plague mechanic. Whether I use her in territory wars, territory battles, sometimes in arena, I just got so much bang for my buck on Talzin. She works on her own, or she works in a team inside of the raids. I just have to include her on the list. If not, even an arena viable team on offense with all of the Night Sisters, you just can't ignore Mother Talzin. She, for me, was an auto include on this list. Bastila made Jedi relevant, mostly because of her leadership. Overall, her character and her kit is not that impressive to me. I wouldn't use her on a team unless she was a leader, but she gives Jedi a lot of turn meter at the beginning of the battle, and we know this game's about turn meter, turn meter. At least until this new mod change comes out. We're going to see what's going to happen. But it's going to change everything. But this right here, giving this protection up 200% that can't be dispelled. More importantly, 150% tenacity while they have that protection up. Makes them immune to like the problems that Scion gives. And Scion's a part of the trio. He can one-shot most people. He's really annoying to kill. One of the tricks that I like is that he gets held by hatred and he starts reviving. But if you put Isolate on him, he will not revive. Mass Dispel. Oh, they're so good. Held by hatred, and then he revives, and then he does lots of damage, and he has this really annoying taunt, and he tanks. The 3 of the characters, Trai, Scion, and Nilus, I don't think there's any debate. They're the best. And it becomes super annoying when you pair up with like Sith Trooper and Thrawn. The 3 of them work together, but even Scion and Nilus by themselves without Trai are amazing. Even Scion by himself is amazing. Even Nilus by himself is amazing. The only one that's not really amazing by themselves is Trai by herself. But the 3 of them, it just gets exponentially better when you have all 3 of them together, especially Trai, making them self-cleanse. They do everything. One-shot kill, dispel, mass dispel, self-cleanse, huge damage, isolation. They're just amazing. It's the end game right now, really, those 3. Nest. Why does Nest make the list? Nest is really fast. Being able to go first and give daze and remove turn meter is huge. This basic attack is so good. Being able to stun and to avoid foresight. There are like 20 things that are good about Nest. And then this counter chance, ignoring taunt, gaining back all this protection right here, 40%. Nest makes the list only because not only is she awesome, and she's so much better than any of the prepared characters or any of the characters that came out with the solo movie. But if your team can't beat Nest, there are so many teams that lose 1 versus 5. She defines whether your team is good or not. If you can't beat Nest, your team is not good. Think about that. That's how good Nest is. For all the new future teams that come out in the future, If they can't beat Nest by themselves, the 5 versus 1, then it's not a good team. And so I want to say that Nest is just very, 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 very good. And we're going to end the list on Ezra because Ezra's Rebels. He does lots of damage. He's useful unlocking so many other characters. He has this watch and learn ability. Oh, try that with Nilus. That is so good because Nilus is support. Getting that 40% turn meter. Nilus dispels, clears all the positive status effects, and gets 40% turn meter. It's ridiculous. Ezra on Jedi team. Ezra on Phoenix team. Ezra is the best Phoenix character. If you're using Phoenix in your arena, go hard on Ezra. Put all of the resources into Ezra. You won't regret it. Where a lot of the other Phoenix characters you probably will outgrow and they will sit on the bench, but not Ezra. That's why he makes the list. All right, well now it's time for the giveaway. We're doing a special Clone Wars giveaway today because of all the hype with bounty hunters. And I know people are talking about Jango Fett, Jango Fett, Jango Fett. But really, the 8-star giveaway for today is way more important in my opinion. All right, for every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star mid-rift Padme. This is not a scam. Yeah, I'm way more fan of Padme than Jango Fett. I don't get it. People are just all so hyped about Jango Fett. Listen, big shout out to all of the patrons. My God, you guys are awesome. Especially Chewbacca, or however you say your name, and Chaos Seaman. Man, those two guys are amazing, along with Benjamin. And I also have to say, hi, Florencia. Thank you so much for what you did. And big shout out also to all the YouTube sponsors. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching and keep on gaming.